Well, Suzuki have lent me this bike for a couple of weeks, and I took it to Europe for a week. I did just over 2,000 miles in 7.5 days, and I wanted to see whether it was the sort of bike that you can use for your daily things, commuting or ride outs, but also whether you can take it touring. And I really, really liked it, really enjoyed it, and I think it's absolutely suitable for that as well. So you may be wondering why we've got this bike on the Classic Motorcycle channel. We wondered it as well, and the answer is really that this bike has been around in various forms for about 25 years. It's very similar to my own bikes, which are about 35 years old, but this bike, being new, was reliable and still had that same classic feel about it to take it on a tour without having to take all the tools. That would mean that I'd have to be fixing things all the way, that things might break down, and that worry that you have when you're riding an old classic bike. And this fit the bill for taking me on a really good tour, but being reliable. I am of the opinion that you can do whatever you like with whatever kind of bike you've got, and I wanted to make sure that that was actually possible. So I didn't modify it at all, apart from I did put a USB charger on it, which you need for the sat-nav or for your intercom or whatever it is, your phone. I've taken it back off again now. Other than that, it's just standard as it would come. So there was a little bit of a challenge of trying to put some luggage on this. As you can see, there's not much to attach things to. There's some little loops that pop out from under the seat, and you've got the foot pegs here. So I just used a roll bag and some rock straps and just strapped it back across there, and I took a tank bag which just had my important documents and things in, which I didn't want to leave on the bike if I'd gone into a cafe or anywhere. So that was the setup really, and a phone holder that went on the handlebars for the sat nav. Other than that, just went in my normal clothes with a set of waterproofs, and it's absolutely doable, which was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. It's got enough power on the motorways, on the autobahn, goes quite quick. It's got enough power for overtakes or long rides. If I were going to do more touring, and if it were my own bike, there's probably a few things that I would do just to make it more comfortable. Maybe a little screen, because it gets a bit buffety on the motorways. Probably some heated grips or hand guards to stop the wind. And if you're going to use it more for wanting to put luggage on or for more security, probably a box on the back, so a rack with a top box, which you can leave locked on your bike. That was one of my concerns, was the bag that I left on the back is someone could walk off with it while I'm having my lunch. Don't know why they'd want to, but you never know, and it would be inconsiderate and inconvenient. But yeah, I really like the bike. I like the styling of it, and it sounds nice. It's comfortable. The first day I was on it, it was quite sore, but I think it was an uncomfortable riding position. I had my waterproofs on, and it was the end of the day. I'd sort of rushed to pack, and there's a little bit of stress making sure you get to the tunnel on time. So yeah, it was a bit uncomfortable, and at the end of the first day, I was kind of thinking, this isn't going to be fun for a week trying to do 2,000 miles. But actually, after that, once I wasn't in my waterproofs and I just had my comfortable normal gear on, I just had a pair of motorbike jeans on and a leather jacket, and it was absolutely fine. So some really good things about this bike. It's very user friendly. It's got a really good display on the cockpit. It's nicely illuminated at night. It's not too bright. I can have a look at it. It's quite a simple layout. It tells you what fuel you've got, revs, gear selector and things. So I really like that. It's nice and simple. The controls on the handlebars all in the right place. Apart from, I did end up hooting at people quite a bit when I had my tank bag on there, and if we turn onto the left steering, it was hooting at people, which was kind of entertaining for me, not so much for them. Did make them jump. Tyres are really nice, makes really nice noise with the exhaust. The engine's really good, nice position. Cons, the headlight is so flat that it catches loads and loads of bugs, and I kept having to wash it. It's kind of minor con really. It's got one big splatter on it at the moment. I found quite a lot of vibration came up through the foot pegs, which might be partly due to my boots being kind of old, but also it just felt more vibraty than other bikes that I've ridden. It's got metal pegs. I guess you could put some rubbers on that or something. On contrast, there was hardly any vibration came through the handlebars, which I'm pretty sensitive to. The price of the bike is amazing for what you can get and what you can do with the bike. It does everything you kind of want it to. Other con, probably trying to tie luggage onto it. At least it has the tabs that come out from the seat. So it's just got, thank you, it's just got 2 tabs that pop out here. And then by the time you put your seat back down, they're obviously just here. So I was having luggage attached with this and here. I did get a puncture. That was quite exciting. So yeah, I managed to repair that with a puncture repair kit and then just inflated it quite easily. In summary, I really do like this bike a lot and I would definitely consider having one. And I think it's a good option for anyone who wants to have a daily bike for commuting, running around, and you can take it on tour, as proven by 2,000 miles in a week.